What's up, guys? Asac here, bringing you another gameplay video of NASCAR Heat Evolution Race 18 at Kentucky Motor Speedway and the Quaker State 400, brought to you by Advanced Auto Parts. We're going to jump into the race here as we will try to see if we can put the number 8 Dow car in victory lane this time around. We are yet to put the number 8 car in victory lane. We're going to try to change that as of this race here. Hopefully we can do this. We will see what happens after qualifying, where we can position our car. A little fun fact here: Kentucky Speedway broke ground in Sparta, Kentucky in 1998. It opened 2 years later as a 1.5 mile speedway. Fast fact number 12. Alright, now here's qualifying session 1. We're going to shoot a couple of laps each round, but we will not be doing the whole time limits. As we get up onto the track here and try to get up to speed to try to get the fastest laps and get out a couple of laps before too many cars come onto the track. So we'll go down into turn 3 here, getting ready to go to the green flag for qualifying. Kentucky is actually one of my favorite speedways. It's a very open track, very wide track even. It's a very good for wide open racing. Woohoo! As we get a little sideways there on turn 1, that was a little exciting. It seems like the car might just be a tad bit loose here, but we'll deal with it as time goes on. We'll come off of turn 3 and 4 clean without sliding sideways. We'll probably have to shoot another lap after that little spin there. That was not a very clean lap. We're going to try this again here as we go into lap 2. We'll go into turn 1 clean, come out of turn 2 partially clean there too. We're going to try to make this lap a 31-second lap. I doubt we're going to be able to run that fast here at Kentucky, but we will try to put that as close as we can to 31 seconds. 32.083. We got third in that round. We will try to put it up a little higher in this session. Number 2. We'll go back out onto the track in session 2. Try to get this qualifying done for you guys as fast as possible. As we are in year 3, race 18 here at Kentucky. We won last year's championship. It's in my YouTube videos. Feel free to check that video out if you want. We have gotten 7 wins this year here in year 3, trying to put number 8 in it, in the 8 car. Kind of ironic, but yeah, we switched our number right after we got 7 wins to 8, and we've been with 8 since, and we have not gotten our number 8 win of the year yet. Trying to change that here at Kentucky. I have won here before. I'm going to try to win here for the 2nd time in my career, and that was just horrible. As we make a lot of contact there with Casey Mears and get into the wall. It was a little exciting, could have been a lot worse. Luckily we got to save it. And no crap, Sherlock Holmes, I was the wreck. You don't have to point it out, Captain Obvious. We'll try to run down Casey Mears here. We've had a lot of problems with Casey Mears through our career. Feel free to check those videos out. They're marked with a lot of different titles mentioning incidents. So he's gave us a lot of problems throughout our career. Hopefully it's not going to be a repeat of the times that we do have problems with him here at Kentucky. I do not want to see that happen for us. That would make it a very bad race for the number 8. We do not want that. Trying to put this number 8 back in victory lane. This car is very loose coming off of turn 1. It does not like that corner one bit. I don't think we're going to improve that lap time much, but we're going to try. No, we do not improve that time. That was actually a horrible lap. As we'll go to the high side there just to stop ourselves from spinning out or making contact with Casey Mears. We're not going to push too hard here, as we do have another round of qualifying that I know we'll get into. Round 3. Especially with that type of lap time, we will make it. As we're running down, it looks like to be Clint Boyer here ahead of us now. It was a definitely great lap. As we got a little loose there again, a little bit of counter steering there turned us off, away from it. And we got the draft here at Clint Boyer now to help us with some speed going into turn 3. Try to improve this lap time. I doubt this lap is going to be any better than the last one because of that loose spot in turn 1. That is not improved. But if we can get down underneath him here, do make a little bit of contact, and we're going to get loose. We're going to go around. We do go around. We go around pretty bad here. Yep, we're done. Well, one wee little hit and the front of our car is screwed here. Qualifying. We'll go ahead and go next. We do get 5th in that round. We'll go to round 3 now. We'll go back out onto the track here and shoot a couple more laps. You might have to make a few small adjustments to the wedge on this car to tighten it down. Add a few turns of wedge, it'll tighten it back to where it doesn't get as loose as it does there in turn 1. That is going to seem to be a problematic corner for us here at Kentucky as we take the green flag for round 3 qualifying. We get a good turn into turn 1, coming strong out of turn 2. Go into turn 3 pretty solid. Turn out of turn 4 pretty solid also. That was actually a very strong lap. As we pass Kyle Busch there, who actually has been qualifying on the pool in the last 2 rounds. Hopefully we can beat him around the track at least one time. Maybe that'll be a sign that we have a good car for Kentucky here. Because it seems like this lap was pretty clean also. We do improve our lap time. Still shooting for that 31-second mark. Do not think we're going to have that in us as we're getting up into the wall here. We're going to take 4th, guys. Might even be able to farther back as we make contact with Kyle Busch at the end of that. We do take 5th. We'll take 5th at Kentucky in qualifying. And
NASCAR
here we go.
NBC is coming to you live from the Bluegrass State, tucked between Lexington and Louisville. Fans here know hoops and horsepower. This is Rick Allen, and we're just moments away from the start of the Quaker State 400, presented by Advance Auto Parts.
We're getting ready to go green, guys. And here we go, as we got Kyle Busch here in front of us with Jimmy Johnson on the pole. Made a little bit of contact there with Kevin Harvick to close the door this early on. Don't want to let too many cars around, not with that loose problem we have in turn 1. Try to get up to speed and pass a couple of these guys before we get into turn 1 for the first time at full speed. We'll duck under Kyle Busch and we get a little sideways there as we push a little too hard into turn 3. Now all we have to do is focus on Jimmy Johnson here. We're going to get a good run on him through the front stretch in the tri-oval area. We're going to go underneath him, let off the gas. And we make contact with him, and he's probably going to turn us. No, he does not. Yes, we get turned. We get turned right in front of Truex Jr. And there's just a big wreck in front of us everywhere. I mean, everywhere. We're going to go ahead and pit because we got some contact damage there. We'll drop back to 39th. So we're going to have some track position to make up here now. "31 laps here left. And we drop back to 40th before we go into turn 1. We'll go under that yellow line. That wasn't very wise. If we can let Chris Buescher around without making too much contact with Bobby Labonte, we could go to the high side, which seems to be our better line anymore, but we're not going to be able to do that this time around. Looks like we're going to be stuck on the lower side of the track for a while, as we make some dips quickly on the front stretch, and we'll make contact with David Reagan. We'll straighten it back up, and we get a little loose there coming off of turn 2 for the first time. Let off the gas, we'll get turned. We do actually correct it though. We are not going to pit. We'll take the 2 positions because we didn't really get much contact damage there. We go right behind Chase Elliott here. I'm going to let these guys go around us. I'm not in too much of a rush to make track position right now to where we're going to cause a lot of problems. I'm going to go on the high side of these guys as we get a good run off of turn 1 and turn 2. We'll get into the wall a little bit, but we'll take the wall a little bit compared to a spin out. And we'll make some contact with the wall again. It'll stop us from gaining any more positions on that corner. We'll get a good draft here from Ryan Blaney. Go on the outside, he'll make contact with us. We'll let off the gas to try to straighten it back up. We'll go on the high side. We'll go make it 4 wide there in turn 1. We'll go up to 14th and past Tony Stewart here going on to the back stretch. Try to squeeze beside Joey Logano and Danica Patrick. We'll move back up to 11th position. We'll chase down Clint Boyer for 10th, put us in the top 10. We'll use Carl Edwards as a draft partner here on the tri-oval to gain up some speed. We'll go around them on the outside, making it 4 wide again here at Kentucky. Go under Matt, or over Matt, no, we'll get put into the wall instead, trying to squeeze. I guess that's what we get for squeezing. We'll try to stay off that wall of turn 3 as best we can. We'll go back to 9th. We'll get Clint Boyer back around. We do not have a draft partner here. We're going to go past Clint Boyer. We're going to start chasing down Matt Kenseth and Denny Hamlin. Challenge Denny Hamlin on turn 1 for 6th spot. We'll take 6th from Denny Hamlin. We'll come off of turn 1 and 2 pretty well, even though we'll make contact with the wall. As we run down Jimmy Johnson for 5th to put us back in the top 5. As we started 5th for this race. We have 23 laps remaining in Kentucky here for the Quaker State 400, presented by Advanced Auto Parts. The 8 car is just on a run for us right now, running very well. Very surprised with the Dow number 8 for ASAC Incorporated Racing. We're going to run down Casey Kane here for 4th on the tri-oval. Try to at least stay in his draft the best we can. Go on the outside again, as we do not tend to get loose on the outside on turn 1. So we'll take the outside on turn 1 easily. We'll get a little bit of lift there in turn 2, but we do not get too much loose pressure there. Go back on the high side of Kyle Busch for third. Kurt Busch in second. We'll make contact with the wall. It's going to put us back to fifth. So we're going to have to regain those positions, as there's now 21 laps remaining here at Kentucky. We'll run down a draft from Casey King going into turn 3. We'll get some more wind from him. We'll pull a man going into the tri-oval. Pull him, and it looks like we might be able to pull in Kyle Busch going into turn 1. 20 laps remaining, as you just heard the spotter say. We'll get put into the wall by Casey King, who's going to go around in front of us. We'll make contact with him again. We'll make contact with Jimmy Johnson to get spun around. We are not going to go to pits. We will move up to 4th position, as we didn't seem to suffer too much damage from that accident. It seemed like Casey King had just checked up on us. Luckily, we did have a caution from it, though. I'm going to try to run these guys back down on the high side here. Try to come off turn 2 cleanly. Kurt Busch is going to shut the door on us. We'll accept that, as long as he doesn't try to shut us out on the high side here. We're going to stay in 4th on turn 3. It does seem like we have a struggle on turn 3. We'll fall back to 5th. With Matt Kenseth here in front of us. I'm going to go back to the high side on Matt Kenseth in turn 1. We're going to probably get into the wall here. We do make contact with the wall. We can't seem to get off the wall. We're going to fall probably back to 6th. With Carl Edwards beside us, we do fall back to 6th temporarily. I'm going to try to stay with these guys here, with 16 laps to remain. We've had a very good car so far. Not led any laps yet, but we are contending for a top 5 right now. Now to run down Matt Kenseth to take 4th. If we don't get into him here, this car is very loose. We do make it clear around him, but he is going to gain on us again out of turn 4. So it's going to be a battle all the way around the tri-oval and down into turn 1 for 4th position. He got a great run on us there. We'll clear him on turn 1 and 2. Come off turn 2 fairly well. We're going to try to stay in Kurt Busch's draft here to pull these guys in for us. It does seem to be working, because we're trying to charge to the front to put this number 8 Dow car in victory lane tonight, whatever you want to call it. Not very sure of how you would classify it, but yeah, I guess classify it how you want. It depends on when you're watching the video. So if you're watching it during the day, classify it as daytime. If you're watching it at night, classify it as nighttime. Don't matter to me. In the game, it is nighttime. It doesn't seem like we're really gaining any ground on him here. It looks like Kyle Busch is actually pulling away from us. Kurt Busch might also be pulling away. Yes, they actually are pulling away from us just a hair. That's not a good thing. Doesn't seem like we're going to have the car to beat here at Kentucky today. We'll have to pull something out of our sleeve in the last 10 laps, basically. As we do get a really good run there off turn 1 and 2. We'll make contact with the wall, though that might make us suffer a little bit. We'll stay in the draft here at Kurt Busch with 10 laps to go. We're definitely gaining on these guys now. As they checked up there on us a little bit, we had to get out of the gas. If I would have took the high side, I probably would have gotten around Kurt Busch and Kevin Harvick. I don't want to pressure it too much right now, as we've already had a little bit of pressure with contact today. I want to try to just put this car in victory lane as peaceful as we can. So we'll stay with the draft and try to be patient with it, with the pass. We're getting closer to making the pass on Kurt Busch. Gonna have to dive down here. We do get under Kurt Busch, but we're making a little bit of contact with him. If we can stay down, we might stay in the draft to Kevin Harvick. We'll stay in the draft to Kyle Busch, actually, as Kevin Harvick's riding a little higher than normal. We'll get back up to Kevin Harvick's bumper. We're actually doing fairly well here with gaining on these guys pretty quick. Making some contact with Kevin Harvick. Going to cause a little bit of problem here for us. We're going to make contact with him. Contact with Kurt Busch also. Kurt Busch is going to spin out in front of us. We're going to run from that. We're not going to pit. We're going to stay out with Kyle Busch at our side. We're going to have a chance to put this car in victory lane still here today. So make sure you stay tuned for that. If you guys are liking the comment or the commentary, if you're liking the video, make sure you also smack that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We will be doing live gameplays or even recorded gameplays of NASCAR Heat 2 when it comes out September 12th. We will be doing live gameplay and recorded gameplay of Grand Theft Auto 5 also starting in a couple of days, with a couple of other games also coming your way, and also all other types of videos too. So make sure, you know, if you're looking for an all-around YouTube channel you can trust in, make sure you guys click that subscribe button. I'm going to make some contact there with the wall. Looks like this wall is going to be our best friend, guys. How is Martin Truex's car all beat up and putting him in victory or in first place? Don't understand this. This logic makes no sense. 3 laps to go. We're battling for the lead. We'll make contact with Kyle Busch. We're going to try to stay under him. We'll get under Martin Truex Jr. to try to run down Brad Keselowski with 2 laps to remain. We're going to get under Martin Truex Jr. We're going to try to stay with Brad Keselowski. We're in his draft. We're going to have to try to run hard here with 2 laps remaining at Kentucky. Can we pull off the upset? And we're going to get sideways, because we're pushing the car a little too hard. It's 0.4 seconds ahead, basically a half a second ahead with 1.5 laps remaining here at Kentucky. He got a better turn 4 than us. He's probably going to get us here, guys. Yeah, he's going to get us here. There's no way we're going to be able to pull this win out. Brad Keselowski is going to beat us out for the win here. We will get a 2nd place finish. Kind of an upsetting day, but we will take a 2nd place finish any day over a 40th place finish. So make sure you guys stay tuned for some more gameplay videos. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for watching this video, and have a nice night.
place with you.